Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Ashhadu anna Muhammad Rasulullah. I bear witness there is no one and nothing to be served or adored except the creator of the heavens and the earth. That 2 billion people call Allah. 2 billion people call Allah. 2 billion Muslims and Arabic speaking Christians and Jews. Uh, and that Muhammad, who lived 14 centuries ago, uh, is the messenger of Allah and his last prophet. This is the part two of my presentation on music, mobilization, and strategy. And once again, I'm going to read these sections, which I wrote over 20 years ago. And inshallah, Allah willing, um, I'll get that done today. And I don't know. That's all I wrote, these last two sections. And this one is called Going in Circles. Sometime in 1969, a group called the Friends of Distinction put out a song entitled Going in Circles. It remains to this day one of my favorite songs. You can find it on YouTube, by the way. Um, a more recent performance. Seemingly and probably by intention, this is nothing but a love song. But there are deeper meanings. The opening riff, mellow and subdued, in addition to presenting the rhythmic patterns characteristic of African American soul music, also presents the melodic and harmonic pattern derived from the chaconne, a musical form originated by Africans brought as prisoners to Cuba in the 16th century. The repetitive use of such patterns is common to African and African American musical forms. Over these patterns, the lead singer intones the lyrics, most of which I've forgotten, and eventually builds to an emotional intensity, repeating the words, strung out over you. The poor love-struck man is going in circles because he is strung out over somebody. In 1968, Harold Cruz wrote a book entitled The Crisis of the Negro Intellectual. This book could have been subtitled Going in Circles. The author's main point is that African American intellectuals have been going in circles, repeating our history without learning from it. This was true in 1968, and it continues to be true today. African American intellectuals, who are the eyes and ears of the people, are going in circles, and our people are either following us in circles, lost in confusion, or sinking into an abyss of poverty and degradation. The song, Going in Circles, characteristic of African American music in general, goes in circles, repeating the same rhythm, melody, and harmony, the same riffs, responses, and refrains over and over. It's a wonderful effect, and I love it. It moves the body, warms the emotions, and lifts the spirit, but it does little for our intellectual development. We need to actively listen to music that develops beyond the cycle of repetition. When the lead singer intones the words strung out over you to explain why he is going in circles, he is explaining why the African American people are going in circles. We are strung out over the white man. We are hung up on all the good things, cars, airplanes, cell phones, electricity, computers, compact discs, movies, and have no plan to understand how to independently establish and maintain civilized human life. When we have a problem, we expect the white man to make things right, which of course never happens. We are in orbit around the white man, strung out, hung up, and going in circles. Elijah Muhammad, a quintessential black supremacist, advised his followers to study the white man. He advised his followers to listen to European classical music and said that our black Muslim brothers in the East had taught the European how to make that music. My own studies have confirmed this, although I would phrase it differently. But that misses the point. If something is good, we should want it wherever it comes from. Symphonic music is good in general. It improves our ability to actively listen, attention span, and challenges our intellect. It offers us different perspectives on the nature of reality. It provides us with diverse strategies for dealing with the challenges of our situation. We should listen to symphonic music if we want to stop going in circles. The next section is entitled Straight Up. General Dumas took his men straight up. Alexander Dumas was a general in the French Revolutionary Army. He was born in Guadeloupe, French West Indies, of African ancestry. His son, also named Alexander Dumas, was the famous author of The Three Musketeers, Man in the Iron Mask, and The Count from Monte Cristo. His grandson, also named Alexander Dumas, and also a novelist, wrote Camille, which he adapted into a play and which was subsequently adapted for Verdi's opera La Traviata, Puccini's opera La Bohème, several Hollywood movies, and the hit play Rent. General Dumas was assigned the task of capturing an Austrian fortress. It was impregnable on three sides. The fourth side was protected by a sheer cliff hundreds of feet high. General Dumas took his men up the cliff. A final assault, a frontal assault would have been futile and would have cost lives in the attempt. Going up the cliff seemed impossible to the defenders inside the fortress, so they were unprepared for it. General Dumas told his men that if they fall, they should not scream. No one could help them, and it would only give their position away. As they ascended the cliff, several men lost their grip and fell, but none cried out. The French troops under General Dumas' leadership took the fortress by surprise. We, the African American people, are dealing with a fortress, a world order, in which everybody comes to America and moves ahead of us. My suggestion for taking on this fortress seems as foolish as ascending the sheer cliff must have seemed to General Dumas' troops. African American men listening to symphonic music, they'll never do it. Which is why when we do it, we will take this fortress, this world order, by surprise. To be continued. I have another essay, which, uh, Allah willing, uh, I will share with you. It's called Glory is No Substitute for Victory. Glory is no substitute for victory. And Allah willing, I will share that with you in another presentation. Okay, so Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. I'm waiting for the screen to change. Yes. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh.